gossip reviewers do this? I am overwhelmed. I am overwhelmed with Bravo because right before I went on, I had to amend the docket because some other stuff just came out. I cannot do this. I am overwhelmed. Andy needs to control his cast members. He needs to control his employees. It is far too much going on. Now, I used to say that Bachelor Nation was a lot. They've never stressed me out like this. Every day is something. I'm like, damn, is Mercury and micro braids again? Calm down. Every day it is something with these Bravo celebrities. I cannot. I'm overwhelmed. Saying all that to say, moderators, if anything else comes out, please just let me know in the chat and hit me up on Instagram and I will add it to the docket. But yeah, I think after this, I'm taking a fast from Bravo. I'm going to have to take a fast from Bravo. I think I might just stick to my Netflix TV shows and be done because they don't stress me out like this. It's too much happening. Oh, this is my Fenty onesie. It's my Fenty, Savage Fenty onesie. Yes. Hey, Latasha. Kai said, I made a star live. Yes, you did. Thank you for being here. Oh, wait, we got to do the intro. Hold on. Let me do the intro and then we'll get into it. I'm so overwhelmed by these people. I done forgot my whole opening. Come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? The elderly people on this show need it. A part of the Bravo universe need to chill. Like y'all doing too much at y'all big ages. Y'all doing entirely too much. Come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Girl, we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in, please? Come on. How are we doing, folks? How are we doing on this Friday afternoon? What's up, Crystal O'Neill? Hey, love yourself. I'm doing well, blessed and highly favored. How are you? Hey, Tracy said, Star Family, please like the best live reviews on YouTube. Thank you, Tracy. We'll start with that first because I don't think anything is going to come out of it. This just seems ridiculous. This just seems absolutely ridiculous. Crystal said, I don't know if you watch Carlos live, but he said he feels like the lawsuit won't go anywhere. Yep, because of the contract that Michael has with Bravo. Can't sue your castmates. I think so as well. NTR said, attempting brown stew tofu while Nikki tells me about the mess. Happy Friday, Star Fam. This is so funny because I am currently making chicken noodle soup. It is so freaking cold in LA. The end of times. I just got finished making my broth and then I strained my broth because I just made it with some old chicken bones, some frozen chicken bones. And I drained it and now I'm going to put it back into the pot with like some vegetables and stuff. And I seared some chicken breasts, and then I'm going to add my noodles to it. Look at us making soup on a Friday. Soup or stew. Hey, y'all. Black Lavender said, Michael tired of all the alleged accusations, even the ones we have on camera. Now he's ready to get paid. Does he need more money? I thought his war money was enough. I mean, has he not stolen from enough Black people? He needs to go after Candiace. Teresa G said, hey, glad to make a live. Hope I don't lose power. Storm headed in. Where you at? I'm so sorry. Sippy Simone said, just in time. Just came from watching Creed 3. How was it? I'm going to wait for like Netflix. I feel like with me, I think I might be done with the movie theater until like it's like an action movie. Because for me, I don't know anything about Creed, but I've seen the cast. So for me, watching Creed would just be about lust. So I would much rather just be comfortable in my home lusting over these men that I'll probably never meet. You never know, girl. But I think they're shorter than me, so, you know, it won't go anywhere. And I also don't think I'm that tight. Let me stop. NTR said, were the abs Abby and Creed? Simply Simone. I am so sorry. I had to amend the docket. I apologize. There was just some new stuff and I had to like download more stuff. There's a video on here. I don't even know what's being said. That's how quick this stuff happened. So we're going to be watching that live together. But thank you for being here. Hey, Alex. Alex said, happy Friday, fam. Excited about catching another live this week. I'm loving all the lives. Thank you. Listen, I'm going to try to do them as I have the time. When I'm not, I'm starting to use YouTube Shorts a bit more now for this channel. I do it a lot for NikkiStar at home, but I think I'm going to start doing it more here just to stay consistent with you guys. Oh, shoot. I realized I just misspelled that, but I'll fix that later. I'm looking at something because I just had to add that to the damn docket. Oh, forgive me. It's Friday. It's Friday. I'm just looking at something that Carlos King posted about Love at the Lockup. He loves himself some Monique. He loves himself some Monique and Derek. But yeah, as I have the time, I'll do it. I think I'll just be doing YouTube Shorts when I'm like so busy I can't like get on here. I'll do YouTube Shorts just to keep us abreast. Bianca said, Tom and Ari. I gotta add that to the docket. Oh my God. Oh, no, I love them. Oh, what? I'm so tired of Bravo. I'm telling you, I'm going to need a mental fast from them. Wait a damn minute. No. No. Oh my goodness. I hate the devil. I hate the devil. I hate the devil. Raquel, you know what? I'm about to close this live. I'm done. I'm done. I told you, Bravo been getting on my nerves. This is enough. This is enough. How are you guys? Hey, Vaca. Hey, Vaca. Hey, Sarah. Oh, my God. Forgive me, Lord. But what is that? Stress the hell out. Oh, my God. Why would he do that? No, it can't be. That's a lie. It's storyline. It's storyline. You know what? What's Drew mean? I don't even remember. This is the devil. Mademoiselle, what's up? You know what? I feel like I'm going to stop talking about these people because I don't have it in me. I don't know how Tissa Tells and Kim Paya does it. I don't have it in me. I'm stressed out. And this is not even my life. Tissa Tells thinks this is Michael's way of trying to hide where his money is coming from. He wants people to get distracted by suing Candiace so people can look the other way, probably. Then, as a colonizer, Michael wants, this is very true. I feel that. Michael wants Candiace to submit because he's just used to seeing Black people in servant roles. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. Child, he probably owed the slavery. I apologize to my ancestors. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Miss Brushika said, wait a minute, Nikki, did you just say, is Mercury in micro braids? I did. Have you ever had micro braids before? Oh my goodness, them braids be tight. You will lose your damn mind in some Mercury and some micro braids. So that's probably what's going on with Mercury. Oh my goodness. We need a prayer. We need some prayer. Where's my mom? Oh, Yasmin said, my Twitter is heavily Bravo related and thank God for maternity leave because I had to be glued to Twitter. I'm taking a break from them. This is too much. I'm stressed out. Hey, Caroline. Hey, Caroline, how you doing? Marvina Bigby said, hello, Nikki and family. Hey, Ryan. I said the grandpas are fighting. Mia tweeting and deleting, and Gollum is being the gremlin he is. It's too much. Hey, IA. Hey, Alicia. Oh, we're making white chili. I know that's right. What is it about this Friday that got us making soup and stew? I'm awake said, is it still snowing in Pasadena? Y'all find a mistress. You know what it is? It actually is. Emery said 2 million is a strange number, similar to what Candiace said on the reunion part 1. It's just a petty number. He won't get that. It's Natasha said, I'm going to order some oxtails from a Cuban restaurant in the city. Looking forward to it. You know what? I think I might make on Sunday some braised short ribs. I saw a really great recipe for some braised short ribs, and TikTok is calling it 15-hour potatoes. I don't think it's that. I remember, because I take my little cooking classes online, and I remember the instructor called the potatoes something. It was a French way of doing the potatoes, but it's not 15-hour potatoes. TikTok is saying that, and I don't believe that's it. Do not believe that's it. Oh, yes. Let me tell you something about Chicago. I was supposed to move there because I was going to train at Second City in Chicago. And I did a quick little recap on the weather. And I was like, hell no. Hell no. I couldn't do it. So I'm praying for you, sis. I'm praying for you. Omi said, maybe this is Michael and Ashley's plan to sue Candiace, since people on the show can't technically sue each other. Ashley having Michael do it for her. Probably because she ain't divorcing that man. She ain't divorcing that man. Empress Energy for Life said, an early evening live. Yes. You know what? Empress Energy for Life. Are you watching Married at First Sight UK? I don't know who recommended that to me, but thank you. I watched it last night. I like that show. So I'm going to add it into my reviews. It's a good show. It's far better than Married at First Sight America. I mean, I like the format so much better. Have we found out what happened to Devon Franklin? I'm going to have to add that to another docket. Let's look up what's going on with Devon Franklin and Married at First Sight. Like, what is going on? I have yet to see him on this show. What is going on over there? No, you're right on time. You are right on time. Me either. I didn't get a notification and it's my live. I don't know what YouTube is doing. Nothing worth watching in the theater for a minute. Yeah, I feel like if it's not a scary movie or an action movie, I'm fine. I love a nice little rom-com at home. You know, yeah, lust and comfort. Why not? It's absolutely a lust movie. I don't know what that movie is about, but I have every clip, every trailer is Michael B. Jordan or Jonathan Majors shirtless. What y'all doing? What y'all doing? I'm 5'7", but I'm a height hoe, and I am working on getting delivered from that. For some reason, 6'5" do it for me. I hate that about me. I hate that about me because I know that there are wonderful men under 6 foot. But for some reason, my reproductive system go crazy for a 6'5", especially a 6'5" chocolate mother. Anyway, I'm working on me. I'm working on me. Danielle from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Bianca, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. Ciao. Simply Simone said, girl, it was so good. And the IMAX gave us a good view. I know that's right. Hey, Adriana. We absolutely are. I told you I'm not going to put it up yet because I don't know if I may have an East Coast feed. I just need to see if YouTube Live, if YouTube TV will unlock it for me. If I can't get it then I'll do it later tonight on my time. I'm trying to get an earlier feed. So we will see. We will see. Cordelia said, for some reason it didn't alert me. Yeah, same. IA said, I'm loving this live too. It's like the old days, right? Remember the pandemic, the early pandemic days? Child, we was on here for hours. Yeah, I mean, y'all gotta hold on. That broke me because I love them. What the hell is him and Sandoval gonna do? Like, come on, y'all. Thank you, Kylie girl. Even though I'm stressed out, I'm done with them. They have surpassed Bachelor Nation with the stress. Surpass. I just don't want to believe it. But you know what? I hate the fact that this is the way to get me back reviewing this show because I need to see the breakdown of this. I need to see the breakdown of this. Yes! Yes! NTR said, Nikki, this reaction submits that you have replaced Wendy Williams as my source of nonsense. Oh, thank you. Listen, the devil works hard. Kris Jenner works harder, but ain't nobody putting in work like Raquel. I can't believe it. I don't want to believe this. It's such a messy day. It's such a messy day. Some people said Wendy would be so excited. She would be. Oh, new tea. Yeah, when it's on TMZ, unfortunately, it's true. Hey, JL, how are you? Hey, Sean Savia, how are you? RQ said, slowly but surely, I'm starting to hate every single show on Bravo. Love how the lockup stresses me out, but not like this. Yep. Hey, Dwayne. Dwayne said Bravo needs to reel in their talent. It's too much online. I absolutely agree. And that's one of the things I'm going to talk about. Miss Brown Sugar said, to be honest, Tom and Ariana have been past their expiration date. Oh my God, I love them. Sandy really wants kids and Ariana doesn't. That never goes away. But oh no, I love them. Guys, I was just at an event and they were hugged up. He was rubbing on a booty and everything. You know, let me clarify because I'm in Hollywood. So just to let you know, it was an opening. One of our mutual friends had a store opening. And they were hugged up and he had the store opening, and then right next to his store is Tom's new restaurant, and they were there and they were hosting, and they were such gracious hosts. Tom would not go anywhere without Ariana. Like she was like they were holding hands, and he was just mixing and mingling with everybody, rubbing up on her when nobody was watching. I was because I love them. Oh my God, I'm so hurt. Kylie Girl said, Nikki, what hair oils or butters or lotions? Hey. You use and make your twist out last and look so uniform. I'm going to tell you my secrets. Aloe vera gel and avocado oil. That's it. I mix that up, put it on my hair, twist it out, and then I do not wear a bonnet for 2 nights. This was not intentional because I slept on it the 3rd night because I got in so late I fell asleep. But I'm going to retwist it again. You just have to give it one day where you don't wrap your hair up for volume. If you don't want volume, just wrap it up at night. And I just twist it and I wrap it up at night. But if you do want volume, you just have to go one night bonnet less, and you will get the volume that you need. Asatu said, not going to sleep anytime soon. So let's go. Let me get a couple more comments because I just got derailed by the new tea. I am so sorry. Fondant potatoes. I think that's it. TikTok just don't want, why keep on rebranding stuff? I was like, nah, this ain't new. I synced this. Mademoiselle said, I make the best short ribs. I learned how to make the meat tender where it falls off the bone. That's what I want. This LA weather, I'm making foods that I only make in Atlanta. Like, especially like when I'm on the East Coast, I never break out my Dutch oven as much as I'm breaking it out now. It's weird. This weather is weird. Dr. Rim said, it's Ghana's month this month, and I'm making some traditional foods this weekend. It's going to be good. Oh, I know your kitchen smells amazing right now. I'm jealous. Simply Simone said, meanwhile, we on tornado watch. Ciao. What area are you in? Because I'm like, do we need to board up our... Oh, let me send my cousin over there. Ciao. Oh yeah, Chicago is the best place to go in the summer. The best place to go in the summer. I have all my food places that I'm going when it gets warmer, but ciao. The winter, I was like, absolutely not. Because my training was going to be 2 years. And I was just like, yeah, I can't do that. I can't do those winters. No, ma'am. Mademoiselle said, Nikki uses La Crusade, so the ribs would be amazing. I hope so. I tried to get into it, Nikki, and I couldn't, but I'm loving the UK version. Yasmin said, interesting that a lawsuit was filed against Candiace before a divorce was filed, because it's not happening. She's not leaving that man, especially since she admitted that her prenup is garbage. She's not getting rid of him. Empress Energy said, yes, I've seen a few episodes of Married at First Sight, but not quite invested. I like the format. I love the format, but y'all gonna make me watch Australia again. I didn't like Australia. I'm gonna give it another shot. I'm gonna give it another shot. That's the only movie I am going to see in a theater. John Wick, and I have to see it with my people. Here is why. For some reason, I gotta get Audible. I gotta get Audible with John Wick. I gotta like it. I'm the same way with Marvel movies. Like whenever a Marvel movie comes out, I have to go see it with Black Marvel fans because I need people, or just Marvel fans in general. I need people to cheer and I gotta have that whole thing. With John Wick, I need to be here. Ooh, what like that? I need to get into that. So yeah, I can't wait to see it. Yasmin said, I feel you, Nikki. I'm 5'6", but I can't do nothing. I don't know what. I got to break myself out of that because I know that's, I feel like that's a white supremacy. I feel like that's a white supremacist standard. I got to do some research, but yeah. Just, deliver. I'm going to get delivered. I'm going to get delivered. One on delay, and I'm waiting for the new season of Young, Famous, and African. He's the only one. I don't know what it is about him. I don't know what it is about him, but I will pull a Michelle Obama and wear my flats and kitten heels just for him. Breezy with the Pro said 100% agree with the height requirements. Let me get two more because we are behind time. JG said, annoying to see people like Carlos King jumping on the colorism bandwagon for views when he himself laughed and dismissed New York when she touched on Laura. Ooh, yikes! Receipts are being pulled. You think all that crying was fake? He broke down about colorism. Mackie said, hi, Nikki. Have you seen a new episode of Love is Blind for season 3? Yeah, I did not like it, but I'm going to talk about it because I'm going to start reviewing The Perfect Match. I wanted to at least get about 4 episodes under my belt before I do a review. Marvina said, now, Nikki, the average man is 5'9". Don't limit your blessings to those chocolate men. They are fine, too. I know, gosh, I'm working on it. Andale, he a good 5'6", 5'4". Oh, my goodness. I'm doing better. Cameron Knight said, Nikki, as a true Marvel head myself and being Black, I went to see Infinity Wars the opening night and the full smell of cat hair and must. Ooh, what? What? Chow. No, season 3. This was the reunion. After the reunion. Listen, that's the only mid-sized dude that can bag me. The only one. And I don't know what it is. Let's get Bombshell Blurred and then Spency. Bombshell Blurred said, Andale gets you with the unsuspecting hair for you vibe. Then he hits you with, like, it's something. He's just smooth. And why am I smiling? He's just very smooth. I don't know what it is. I be watching him like, I love being a woman. Spenty said, hi, Nikki. Did you see the Raven interview? SK is horrible. Yeah, and I'm disappointed. I thought they were both faking to get the bag, but it seems like Raven was invested. And I'm mad. I am so mad about it. Since I'm mad about it, let's get into it. I have to end with Tom and Ariana because I needed to come down from that because that was heartbreaking. Let's start off with Drew. Drew Sidora. This is from People Magazine. All my sources today. I have one TMZ source. Drew Sidora claims husband is a serial cheater, calls mental abuse, and amended divorce filing. Drew Sidora claimed she could no longer take the blatant disrespect of her estranged husband, Ralph Pittman, according to court documents obtained by People. Drew Sidora has lodged an explosive set of allegations against estranged husband Ralph Pittman, claiming in one amended divorce filing that he's a serial cheater and adulterer who abused her mentally, financially, and at one point got physically aggressive with her. The Real Housewives of Atlanta star and actress known for The Game and Step Up first filed for divorce on Monday, an hour before Pittman filed his own set of paperwork to legally end their marriage. In her initial complaint, filed as an uncontested divorce, Sidora simply stated that their marriage was irrevocably broken. She now, in her amended complaint, obtained by people that she filed in Gwinnett County Superior Court on Wednesday, claims that she simply cannot take Pittman's continued blatant disrespect and mental abuse any longer. A rep for Pittman did not immediately respond to people's request for comment on Sidora's claim. Claims. Among Sidora's allegations, according to the document, was that Pittman committed repeated uncondoned adultery during the marriage and even allowed his multiple paramours to have direct contact with her so they could flaunt their relationship with him. In one instance outlined in the complaint, Sidora claimed that a woman had the unmitigated gall and audacity to screenshot and send sexting messages directly to her and Pittman. Once confronted with the text messages, Sidora said her husband requested they attend marriage counseling where he professed his love for her. Sidora went on to allege in the papers that her husband's cruel treatment had accelerated and gotten progressively worse last month. During one argument, Sidora claimed in the filing, Pittman allegedly grabbed her cell phone out of her hand, which caused her to fall to the floor. He then literally peeled the phone out of her hand aggressively, she claimed. After she asked for her cell phone back, Pittman allegedly screamed. He paid the cell phone bill, and the phone belonged to him. She then called 911, but the police did not arrive. The document stated. Sidora later obtained a new cell phone. Pittman's alleged actions, Sidora said in the docs, led her to have a reasonably justified apprehension for her emotional health and for the mental and emotional health of their children, Anaya 5, Makai 7, and Josiah 11, the later son that Sidora has from a previous relationship. In fact, she says she considered filing an application for a temporary protective order against Pittman and flying with our children to Chicago where they could feel safe. Additionally, Sidora claimed in a complaint that Pittman has been financially abusive throughout their marriage, including during the week of February 13th, when he allegedly withdrew a large sum of money from her business bank account across multiple days. The television personality claimed that he has asserted himself into all of her business affairs and has taken control over her business and personal finances. According to the document, Pittman has access to her business funds and spent more than at least 50% or more of all of her income that Sidora earned during the marriage under the guise of paying household bills. He also allegedly squandered hundreds of thousands of dollars of a personal injury settlement received by his wife. Sidora is certain that her income has paid most of the household bills throughout the duration of their marriage. She adds Pittman has wiggled his way into every work project that Sidora has in an effort to keep himself on camera for the Real Housewives of Atlanta and elsewhere as much as possible. Earlier, Pittman released an exclusive statement to People about the end of his marriage. He said, "Love is a beautiful thing. Unfortunately, we have made a difficult decision to move on to our next chapter independent of each other. Drew and I have decided to file for divorce. We have 3 amazing young children, and their mindset and growth is what is most important to us. As we navigate this difficult time, I ask that you please respect our privacy." Sidora later shared her own statement. "After 8 years of wholeheartedly fighting for my marriage, I have made the agonizing decision to release my husband with love. Although Ralph and I have decided to move forward separately, the hope is to remain friends so that we can co-parent responsibly in spite of our very public life. I am asking for privacy during this difficult time as my children and I learn how to navigate through our new beginnings." In his divorce filing, filed as a contested divorce, something Sidora claimed in her amended complaint was in an effort to strike first in divorce court to embarrass and humiliate her. Pittman listed the couple's separation date as February 19th. Sidora claims that they have been separated since last Thursday, February 23rd. Her petition notes that there is no chance or hope of reconciliation between the spouses. Both want custody of their children. Pittman requested joint legal and physical custody, while Sidora has asked for joint legal but temporary and permanent primary physical custody per her documents. She also wants to keep living in their home, doesn't want to pay Pittman's debts, and asks that he pay his share of child support. Oh, okay. Her complaint says that Pittman should not be entitled to any alimony or spousal support from her due to his repeated and condoned adultery. Sidora and Pittman married in August 2014. 6 years later, in 2020, Sidora made her debut on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Well, that's sad. Yikes. I will say this, right? When I was reading that, and I talked to my mom about this yesterday. Remember, if you've been with me long enough, remember that I was saying that Drew was so clumsy? I'm like, Drew, you have to like be better aware of your surroundings, because every time we see you, you have another injury. Right? Drew was injured all up and down last season. And now I'm thinking, anyway, I was one of the people who thought that they were putting it on for the cameras. I had no idea that the relationship that we saw on The Real Housewives of Atlanta was actually worse. I thought this was acting. You know what I mean? This is now to find out that all this is true. This is very disheartening and extremely sad. This is just sad. Like, not the side chick putting them all in a group chat and texting her what he was saying to her with him in the chat. Oh, I will say this, right? I hope, and I think that The Real Housewives of Atlanta needs this. I hope that the ladies do not use this divorce against her. Here is why. One, it's hella fresh. All this is just happening. Two, it appears as if it was some abuse. Three, we need some joy from them. We need some sisterhood from them. I feel like, or if y'all not filming, they already wrapped the damn season. But this hasn't happened on the season. All right, for the new season, guys, y'all need to rally around her. Even if some of y'all don't like Drew, here is why. We need the sisterhood and the joy and the fun put back in this show. Y'all should make that season about doing fun stuff, getting her out of the pit, and just everybody amending their relationships, but still throwing shade, still throwing a read, but y'all need to keep it light. Y'all have been dark since season 10. It is time for y'all to put the joy and lightness back in this show. And I feel like what Drew is dealing with would be unfortunately, Drew, I'm just a producer mindset, would be a great place for you all to start. Uplifting all these Black women, rallying around another Black woman and uplifting her. Sisterhood. Let's do that. Because I would hate for, Marlo. I don't feel like Kenya would do that, right? Here is why. I think Kenya has evolved. I'm telling you, I've just seen a different Kenya, and I think she's going to stay there. I feel like if anybody would do it, it would be Marlo. And I'm just like, nah, this is real dark. Y'all need some joy. I don't feel like anybody could safely drag her on this and it not feel uncomfortable knowing what we know now. I will say this, speaking to women who are more visible than their men and at times make more money than them, you need to have your own separate bank accounts. He does not need to have access to any of your business dealings or any of your business accounts. Your marriage should be separate from your work. Your man, I'm not saying that, women cannot work with their husbands. I will say this, that when the woman becomes more famous or is more visible, there is something that happens to not all, but some men, where the jealousy is so sadistic, the hurt that he will put on you is unimaginable. So, I for one see this happen a lot, especially in Hollywood. And it's like women get so in love, and it's like, oh, I want him around me more. Oh, now he's my manager. Oh, now he's my business director. We see this happen all the time. Don't let that man in your business. Don't let that keep your marriage and your business separate. Just be the star. You are the star. Let him support. Don't, support whatever he's doing as well. Y'all need to, if you're in entertainment, y'all got to keep that separate. Not everybody can successfully work that. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of killing the ego on both parts. And it just, especially for women in the industry, it just never goes well for you when you allow your non-famous partner to get into your business. Same for men, but it just happens more for women, especially when they become the breadwinner. And I know, especially with women that make more money than men, you want to, give him a little something so he can pay the bills, so that he can feel like a man. Kill that. Kill that. Kill that. Protect your assets. Love is not enough, girl. You got to be smart. You smart in business, be smart in that marriage, because at the end of the day, things can happen. People could change. That's all I'm saying. But like when she was saying that he was in all of her business and in her business accounts, I'm like, tale as old as time. It happens so much in the entertainment industry with women. With women. As soon as y'all fall in love, y'all forget everything. Y'all forget everything. Next thing you know, your assistant can't talk to you no more. Your assistant got to talk to your man. Your agent got to talk to your man. Like nobody can have access to you because he's protecting you. And he sees how stressful this industry is. Keep him out of your business. You got here before him. Keep him out of your business. If you want to invest, if you want to invest in him or trick on your nigga, oh, forgive me, child. If you want to invest in your man or, spend on him, do that. But keep your business separate. Don't let him in none of that. Don't even go to him for advice. I know you might think it's cute. I know that might be what couples do. But girl, a lot of these women don't realize you are telling your business to your biggest hater. Stay woke. What do you have to say, Star Fam? JG said, Kenya's bitter self will definitely try to use it against her, even though she had a sham of a marriage and wanted grace. I hope Portia comes and films with Drew next season. Do you think that Kenya is still there? I don't know. I feel like it would be Marlo who would do it and not Kenya. I think that Kenya would probably say something sly in her confessional, but I just don't feel like Kenya is in the place where she will tear Drew down. I could be wrong, but I just don't, I don't know. I see an evolved. I felt like she's evolved. Kenya from Cali, what's up? Said this was a plan from the beginning. I think Ralph did what she said, but they planned to use it for a check. You think so? I hate to say it. I hope they did. I would rather they do this than this be the real deal. Tiara's opinion, Judge Your Mama, said, how quickly did Drew get with Ralph? Leave a message. Tiara's opinion said, how quickly did Drew get with Ralph after having JoJo? Ralph probably love bombed her and they moved too quickly. Well, they had been together for a while because JoJo's 11 now, but it was like JoJo was fairly young, like younger. So I don't know if he was like a kindergartner or something, but he was pretty, like when they were showing throwback photos, JoJo looked kind of toddlerish. Kenya from Cali also said, I think they were ready to divorce in 2020 when they started the show. Now, from everything that I've read, I believe that. And I think that happens with a lot of housewife relationships. I think a lot of these people come on the show to divorce, right? I think that their relationships are already in a bad place. And for some reason, this show, especially for the women, just give them power to break out of their toxic relationships, which is a good thing. See, this is the thing, Jade, and we just got to be honest here. We got to talk about it. Jade said, again, Black women stop dating down. I hope P. Willie and Shamia can hook Drew up with the African. That's the thing. And I'm just speaking specifically for African-American women. Our communities, our home life have been strategically dismantled by white supremacy, right? Like out of any, I won't say we're the only one, but I will say we are one of the main groups of people in the United States of America that are heavily watched by the US government. Why? Because there is, you know what, can I say that? Basically, there's people who want to make sure that although we're America's greatest export, right? They want to make sure that we do not get too big, right? Because of how we got here. So our communities are constantly watched and dismantled by outside authorities and agitators. Case in point, mainly within the 80s, pretty much the 80s, because there was a huge movement of Black love in the 70s, and our communities were still pretty much segregated, more than they are today, and Black communities were thriving again after being dismantled from thriving once before. So because of that, because of the Black love movement, all of a sudden things happen within the community. Crack and AIDS epidemic, the crackdown on crime, which is just basically the mass incarceration of Black men that was done by a Democratic president, and Reagan, but perfected by a Democratic president. So because of that, our homes are like just disjointed. And with the attack on our communities, it left Black women. I'm saying this, and I realize a lot of people tuned in for some tea, and they don't. I'm sorry, but I'm just being truthful. Because of that, a lot of Black women were left to lead our homes, right? And when you are left as the sole provider and protector of your home, you do what you have to do to make sure your home is taken care of. So Black women are the most educated group of people in the United States of America. Not group, but the most educated community in the United States of America. Why? Because Black women went back to school to get better jobs, to make more money, to take care of their entire home. So now we have Black women out earning Black men by like 60 freaking percent. Like, we are out earning and out learning them. So to say don't date down, I feel like is impossible. And I'm not saying that, and I want to change the terms of dating down, but dating somebody who is not as decorated as you are in education, or as far along financially as you are, it's just not possible in our communities. It's just not. And it's just because of how our communities have been dismantled and set aside. And it was not intended, though, for us to become who we are now. It wasn't like with the dismantling of our communities, it was supposed to be done, right? Black women, that's where we get the strong Black woman stereotype from. Black women, Black American women were like, oh, okay, we're done, but we ain't dead. Let's get all these freaking degrees. Let's start making all this money. So that we being successful as we are was never the intention, right? The communities were just supposed to, die down and stay severely oppressed. But now we have this issue where Black women are making more money and more educated than Black men, and we don't care, but the men care because of patriarchy, and they have these egos, and then all of a sudden we're not good enough for them anymore, right? Now they want an impoverished white woman because they feel like they can't stand next to this highly decorated, educationally decorated Black woman who is making so much more money. Even though we don't care, we love them, but their egos are not allowing the relationships to form. And unfortunately, that's what happens all the time. And unfortunately, there are a lot of Black men who are Black women's biggest haters because of that. I said a lot because I was trying to find the words. I hope you guys are picking up what I was putting down, but it's just not possible. It's not possible for Black women who want Black men. Now, if you're not looking for, an African king, then do what you need to do. But for those of us who want a melanated man who wants a do-rag in our bed, we're going to make some tough decisions. Mademoiselle said, "Yeah, you're right. They should come together to support Drew." I would love that. I would love if they just had a sisterhood love bomb season full of fun and joy and trips, and just we need them to have a good time like they used to back in the day. Remember, guys, the Real Housewives of Atlanta was not the drama show. That was the Real Housewives of New Jersey. The Real Housewives of Atlanta was the fun show. I don't know what happened. So bold and so nasty, so evil. So bold and so nasty. It's one thing to get with a man and not know that he is married or whatever and just be blindsided, because that happens. That happens. When I tell you, let me tell you something. I'm not even where I want to be or will be, right? But I'm somewhere. The men that DM me, I click on their Instagram, scroll down a couple pictures, they got a whole freaking family. Like, that happens. That happens. But it's another thing to have knowledge of it and you antagonize the woman, the wife that's being severely mistreated by her husband. You just as evil as he is. Miss GG88 said, "Hey, Nikki, hey, Star family. I was finishing up the season finale of Miami Housewives, so I'm late for this chit chat." Oh, girl, that dry boots season finale with that great season. I was highly disappointed. JG said they can't bring anything light because they are boring. No, shade is on everybody's neck. And no natural friendships. People will hate it, but if Nene, Portia, and Faye were there, they'd rally like they did when Apollo was cutting up. Well, Child Phaedra is on Married to Medicine, so I don't see her coming back to Atlanta anytime soon. Kenya from Cali said, "Nikki, you're falling for the play. Drew and Ralph played the marriage issues and threatening divorce all last season." Yeah, but I just feel like if like abuse and things like that, like him being aggressive, I feel like one thing is storyline, right? And if they're in a good place and they're just doing this for the show, okay. But then to be a Black woman to say that your Black husband is being physically aggressive with you, I don't feel like a Black woman would say that about a man that she loves, even if they're going to get a check. I don't think you would throw that in. I think that would be a little bit too far for somebody who's faking. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. Simply Simone said, "Yeah, they better not use that against her. This divorce has abuse allegations and financial theft. They need to cover her." I hope so. Hey, Virgin Love 8. Thank you for the super chat. Said absolutely. And yep, absolutely. And I was just a popular person, Nikki. See, it happens. It happens. Anna H said he did so much to her on camera. Can't imagine what else he was doing. If that's what we saw on camera, it was absolutely worse. Disappeared to Tampa and said he should have gave her a Lunchable. Yep, for their anniversary. Wrote that book about her child without telling her. Just nasty. Nasty. I'm so sorry. I got a bit too comfortable. Forgive me. Forgive me. Manti said, "Glad this is happening off season." Absolutely. So that Drew can have some time to process all this before the cameras return. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, like, listen, I'm so stressed. I'm getting out of myself. Oh my goodness. She sure did. She sure did. She sure did. Child. Hey, it's Simone. Said, "No, Kenya stood up for Drew when they were in New York City. I think she's going to be a shoulder for her, for Drew giving advice." I think so too, guys. I think so too. I think so too. Yeah, but if it's like Kenya knows it's the TV show, right? Kenya knows how to do but I still think that she will be a shoulder to cry on for her. Simply Simone said JoJo was 3 when they got married. See, yeah, he's been in that child's life for a long time, and he's probably been in his life his entire life, because weren't they dating before that? The bombshell blurb said, "Nah, Kenya will look out for Drew." Yep, they worked out their stuff, and Kenya was the one sticking up for Drew with Ralph. Yeah, I'm more thinking about Marlo. Thank you, Nakia, for the supportive comment. The Haitian Empress said, I feel that this dynamic happens more with Black celebrities. To me, there should be a biopic boot camp for Black starlets, because that jealous manager husband trope is a running theme. The Haitian Empress, I think this is true for just women in general who are out earning their men. Like that ego eats them alive, and that jealousy just, whoo. Have you ever been on the end of a jealous man? Oh, a woman being jealous of you is nothing compared to a jealous man. Ciao. Yep, I think so too, Cynthia Simone. The show was probably her getting her money together to leave with her check. It happens all the time on these shows. All the time. The women come on this show to get financial independence and bounce. Good. NTR said, the 70s-ish, is that when the PR started for seeing Black sports players dating non-Black women? I think that also happened in the 80s. I think that happened in the 80s, because in the 80s, 2 communities that were fervently attacked by those in power were almost obliterated from the United States of America, and that is the Black community, and that is the LGBTQ community. Because I'm telling you, America still has not acknowledged what they did to the gay community with the AIDS epidemic. My God, today, evil. I'm like, shout out to the geriatric millennials. But like, do you imagine just being a kid, seeing half of the people in your community, half of the adults in your communities like freaking zombies, and then the rest are like dying in mass numbers, and nothing is being done about it? Ciao. If the crack epidemic never happened, and if the AIDS epidemic never happened, there is no telling where the Black community and the LGBTQ community would be right now. This world will look this world, but America will look so different had those people survived. Shout out to people who are just joining the live. The Haitian Empress said Black love has been equated to looking for change in sofas and cup holders to make ends meet. What an alluring proposition. Not come on. Some people said if the whole community isn't up, we are all down. JG said there's a huge movement of Black love for the past few years where it's pushed to still hold it down. Take a man that's trying, while as women we fight multiple barriers, yet have to succeed, but don't. Yeah. Are we talking about that Black love show? Yikes! Thank you, Elise, for the super chat. Elise said, come on, Professor Roberts. I literally had a lecture about this in my AFAM class yesterday, and you're spot on. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm trying to like say it, but not say everything because I don't want to get in trouble. Some people said that's why we keep seeing white media trying to act as if going to college and getting degrees mean less. Oh, absolutely. Because we weren't supposed to go to college. That's like when I remember somebody came in here one time and was like, you make everything about race. And I'm like, yes, I do. Because everything leads back to racism. Like, Americans do not know that the only reason why they are currently paying for college is because Black people started going to college. Y'all paying because they didn't want us to get educated. Y'all got all them freaking student loans because they didn't want Black people to have education. It used to be free. Same. Absolutely. Like I said, I'm praying for a do-rag in my bed, but listen. Child, it's just pure evil. It's pure evil. Simply Simone said, girl, that happens in my DMs too. Got their kids in the profile picture. I remember one guy slid in my DMs and I didn't even scroll that far and I saw his like wedding pictures. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Just evil. Hey Crystal, thank you again for this another super chat. Is this your second one? Oh, thank you, Crystal. Said they've already shot the season, so we won't see it. Good. I'm gonna get one more super chat and then 4 more comments, and we'll move on to our next subject. Asatu said, "Evil Sheree would use Drew's divorce as a dig." I hate to say that I agree with that. Sheree, do better, because the fact that I'm like, yeah, she might, is a problem. The Haitian Empress said, I have dealt with the jealous man by his grace. I have always loved myself more, period. Yeah, it's the worst thing. It's the worst thing. And then to be in love with him and see his love turn to jealousy when things start going well for you, when you start getting like promoted, it's the worst feeling. Pretty scary. Kay Pratt said, it's true. I'm dealing with a man I thought was okay with me out earning and having a more fulfilling job. Like the men who are okay with that are very rare, because there are men who are, but very rare. That ego will eat them up, and then it'll turn to jealousy and that hate. Whew, the worst. RQ said, whatever she said, he did it. If you would disrespect your wife on camera, only God knows what's going on off camera. That man didn't even try to fake it. I know that's right. Just John just said, these women are not friends. They are a cast thrown together to pretend to be friends. You are all expecting too much, hoping for supportive behavior. Yeah, well, it's just hope. It's just hope. Oh, Simply Simone said, where's the comment? Wait. I want to get 2 Simply Simone comments. Simply Simone said, they only dated for 4 months when he proposed and married a month later. Had that beach day wedding with the baby as a witness. You know what, Drew? You had to see some red flags, because we all met Ralph for 2 episodes and we saw a bunch of red flags. Taina said, and they're doing the same with fentanyl now that they did with crack. Yeah, but that's going to be taken care of because of who it's affecting. Simply Simone said, girl, the Black Love episodes was trauma after trauma. Even Mike and Cynthia were on there. I can't say too much about it because, you know, relationships, but girl, that's my prayer. Listen, I've been skiing before, right? It was fun when I was in my 20s. I just don't think that now that my brain is fully developed, I can hit the slopes again. I don't know. Oh, thank you. Cool 67 plus Ma said, the way I know nothing about these topics and just am here to listen to Nikki talk. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Hey, Kimberly. Kimberly said, don't scare me, y'all. My man is a Black man and we are moving in together. Oh no, we're rooting for you because we need it to work. We need to see that it works. Hey, Vegan Knowledge JJ said, hi, Nikki, hope you're doing well. Thank you so much, and thank you for being here. I'm telling you, there is not a day that goes by that I hope that he's having an even more horrible time in hell than the last day that I thought about that demon. Like, hell isn't hot enough for him. Like, y'all do not know how much damage this man has done to the United States of America. Hell is not hot enough for him. Like, we need to make another hell just for him. Let me get Deborah one more, and then one more comment, and we'll move on. Deborah said, love your channel. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Love you. And then Kimberly said, okay, my man took care of me when I was hospitalized, advocated for my rights. Child, he's a keeper. Hell, the nurses were literally letting me die, and he got them in the room. He's a good one. Amen. We're praying. We need to let this one work. We need to let this gotta work. We come on, Kimberly. Prove us wrong. Let us know, girl. Let us know. All right, let's move on to our next subject, which is Michael Darby sues Candiace Dillard-BASSET for $2 million over insulting oral sex allegations. I hope this is not the allegations I think he's talking about. Boy. Darby is suing the TV star over comments she made in a November episode of the Bravo show. Michael Darby is suing Candiace Dillard-BASSET over allegations she made about his sex life during a November episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac. According to the documents obtained by People, Darby filed the defamation lawsuit over a comment Dillard-BASSET, 36, made during a season 7 episode where she told the 63-year-old's estranged 63. Oof. Oh, you need to put on some. It's too late for retinol. A strange wife, Ashley Darby, that Michael likes to leave you and go to a man named Blank House and suck it. Dillard-BASSET then stated in the episode that she was not supposed to talk about this person, but he says Michael Darby is a client of his. That's what you're asking, because I was holding out on that. Per the suit, which was initially reported by TMZ. And making this statement, Dillard-BASSET initially hesitated and looked off camera, indicating that what she was about to say was salacious and imprudent, but nonetheless proceeded to intentionally utter the defamatory statement Darby's lawyer asserted in the documents. The documents claim that Dillard-BASSET's statements falsely accused Mr. Darby of committing a crime. Oh, okay, that's where you're trying to go. Under the laws of Virginia, where Darby lives, and are therefore actionable as insulting words because they are deemed to incite violence or breach the peace. Darby's legal team alleged Dillard-BASSET's statements have prompted public scorn, hatred, humiliation, ridicule, contempt, and or embarrassment. So the entrepreneur is seeking $2 million, $1 million in compensatory damage, and another $1 million in punitive damages, as well as interest, attorney's fees, and associated costs. In the documents, Darby attorneys also state that Dillard-BASSET demonstrates knowledge that her statements were salacious and prudent to Mr. Darby. Darby's attorney also added that Darby contacted his co-star on January 17th, demanding that Dillard-BASSET immediately cease and desist from publishing or making any further defamatory statements regarding Mr. Darby. The filing continues. To date, the defendant has not retracted and or otherwise accounted for her defamatory statement. They go on to talk about their marriage. Here's what I will say about this. Michael, you are wasting your money. You are wasting your money. There has yet to be a successful Bravo co-star lawsuit ever. The charges are always dropped, or lawsuits are always dropped, because although you have money, Bravo has more, because Bravo is under NBC, who has more money than all of y'all. You know what I mean? Like, those contracts are ironclad. They have every and anything in there, and your lawyers, Michael, know that they just taking your freaking money. They know that this case is going to not go anywhere, but they know that you're going to pay them the big bucks. Listen, I would take it too. I would take your money too, knowing good and well this is not going anywhere, because I'm at least make a good 20K out of this foolish lawsuit. It's not going to go anywhere, because then if you do want to take it, you know, too farther than this, then you have to prove that you don't go around Virginia sucking black men's penis. Like, I just feel like it would be better for you to just let this go, because Pandora's box is going to be opened up concerning your sexual activities. And even your wife admitted on the show that you like to do a lot of freaky deaky stuff, but she don't want to do that no more, right? So you're just going to open yourself up to more ridicule, to more judgment, because now her lawyers are going to have to prove that the statements that she made about you are true. And I think they will not have to do much research. So I think for you it will be best that you just let this go, because I think he has been able to use his money to get his way a lot of times. But now I don't think it'll work out for him, because now you have put this case in front of public opinion, and you don't win with public opinion with this one. Candiace does. So I think it'd just be smart for you to let this go, because if you want to keep up with it, a lot of stuff is going to be opened up about you, and it's going to be a lot bigger than, you sucking on colored peen for a coin. And I hate to say it, but I believe it. I absolutely believe it, because then we're going to have to bring Juan Dixon in on this. And on camera, not just Candiace, Robin, a couple other cast members said that you wanted to suck on Mr. Dixon. You want to suck on Mr. Dixon, child. Literally, right? So I just feel like it's just not smart. It's just not smart. And your lawyers know that, and they're just taking your coin, because this will just be bad for you. If anything, it'll probably prove Candiace right and open up all the skeletons in your closet. And they already talking about your dealings in Somalia, brother. So I would just shut up. Let this go. You had an angry moment. Let it go. Let it go. What do you guys think? I love, like you are, said Michael's doing that lawsuit to take the heat off of him and that Somalia situation. But see, I don't think that's smart, because if your name is already out there about, his dealings in Somalia, why would you add this onto it? This is not going to be louder than what you're doing in Somalia, especially since it's blown up on TikTok. Baby, they have at least a billion users. You should have just shut up. Elise said even Carlos King was saying that there are all types of clauses in these release forms and contracts. Yeah, it never happens. They are never able to successfully sue each other. It just never happens. Omi said, but Kimberly, wait, we're not going to get into that. Shanti said he had a crap reputation all the years he's been on the show. Yep. Some people said Ashley must have asked him to do it. We all know that Michael is nasty. He never really cared to hide it. True. NBC Universal. I always say it. You are never going to win against one of the big three networks. It is not happening. It is not. You are not going to win against them. They are, not only are they worth billions and billions of dollars, their billions are old billions. Like, this is old billionaire money. You're not going to win, Michael. Let it go. Let it go. I'm Awake says, let this be the reason to remove Ashley and Candiace from the cast. Heck, remove them all and start over. I don't think they all need to be removed, even Ashley. I think this cast is good. I just think the storyline that they are choosing to go after is poor. It's extremely poor with all the talent that is on that show. Shanti said, I'm still convinced they paid the Samuels for that footage to disappear. Absolutely. Conveniently, cameras weren't working. Ashley returned the favor by supporting Mo with her character letter. Absolutely. That's absolutely what happened. Yasmin said, Michael isn't doing anything but reminding us of how gross he is. I had to gather evidence for a Twitter thread on Michael, and I have forgotten how truly foul he is. Yep. Vodka said Candiace can't prove a thing, though. Only time will tell. George said he have to prove prior allegations weren't damaging, and only this was. He had a whole sexual harassment case within Bravo. Shanti said the lawsuit was submitted a while ago, long before the Somali news broke. Oh, so there you have it. Taina said, and you see Candiace been quiet because she knows she's about to embarrass Gollum in forehead. Or she was legally advised just not to respond. That could be the case as well. Listen, when I learned that Harriet Tubman walked with a shotgun or ran with a shotgun that was not just used on slave catchers, my eyes opened up to a lot of things concerning all skin folk and kinfolk. George said, I actually think that some of those Potomac girls are gassed up by their fans because they think that Candiace is still unpopular for them to win in the court of public opinion. Quite possibly. Just Jonda said, when did Michael's reputation suffer? Before or after we found out about his questionable African landholding ties last week? Just Jonda knows. I don't think so, Yola. I think Ashley will be fine. I think she will absolutely be fine. Miss P said Candiace needs to stop talking about Michael. Michael is a white man and he's protected. I believe that Candiace could lose. I don't think it's even going to make it to court. If it does make it to court, it'll be dropped. Missy said, isn't there a recording of Michael saying what he will do to a man? Hasn't that been played on the show? I don't know if there's a recording, but I know that Robin's, recounted what he said. IA said, Michael's down bad now that Juan married Robin. He's lashing out. You are probably right. Cameron said, as much as they brought up Monique throughout this whole season, I wouldn't be surprised if they bring her back next season. Well, she has to want to come on the show. Monique left. Bravo didn't fire her. She left, and I believed it. Crystal O'Neill said, here's a super chat, Nikki. Thank you. Crystal said, something is up with Michael and Juan. When Juan proposed, he said just us two, and Michael repeated it. Well, they said they're good friends. Yasmin said, the fact that he knew not to add Bravo and NBC to the lawsuit proves that he is just doing this as a nuisance suit. I think so as well. A nuisance or a fear-mongering suit. Like that's what I think it is. I do too. I agree, Shanti. I do agree that Candiace should stop speaking on Gollum and let us do it. I think so as well. Miss P said, course cases are not about Michael's reputation. That case would be about a specific case, and jurors would be discouraged from bringing any of their bias into the specific case. That would be quite impossible, though. Candiace, IA said, Candiace needs to apologize to Monique so she can get those tapes. But Monique, if she was paid for those tapes, right? I don't think she'll ever get them. Crystal O'Neill, thank you for another super chat. Crystal, lighten your girl up. Thank you. Crystal said, Juan said just the two of us for the bachelor party. I thought it was, oh, you know what? I remember that because Juan, but he said it like a question. He was like, just the two of us? Michael was like, just the two of us. Remember that? Leave the ladies at home. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy said, shout out to the NikkiStar replay gang. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and share the channel to your social media. Yes, please, Star fam. Thank you so much. Likes are greatly appreciated. Just John to say, Michael's people gave their filings directly to TMZ. Nobody else had the paperwork, not even reputable sources. I also used my credentials to log in to find it. Not available anywhere yesterday. Yeah, so this is probably just intimidation. This is probably just intimidation, not really going anywhere, but just to like scare her. Thank you, Just Jonda. Deborah I said, I hate when these actors sue each other. Really sucks the messy fun out of everything and makes it look like they're doing it because they need money. Yeah, I just think it's intimidation. I think it's just pure intimidation. Let's move on. Oh my goodness. So Mia Thornton. So Mia was all over Twitter apologizing again. Like, I feel like Mia, you do things, and then when you realize that the viewers don't have your back or like don't agree with you, all of a sudden you change course. Because she was on Twitter last night just apologizing for every and anything. And I think she was doing that because Jacqueline's niece was releasing documents, like text messages that I guess Mia was sending or talking to Jacqueline or to somebody who knows her about what happened on the show. So here are the messages. Let me see. I hope I have them in the right order. Oh, she was actually sending them to her. The girl's name is Risha, and she is on Twitter. Mia says, Risha, I'm trying to, and I think this looks like Instagram, so she might have sent this to her on Instagram. Risha, I'm trying to solidify Jacqueline's spot next year, but if she doesn't want to continue on this platform, I'll stop. None of what I'm doing is real feelings. I have nothing but love for you all. Unfortunately, if you haven't noticed, we signed up to be on a drama reality show. The only reason she got a seat was because of the drama. Try to understand this. If she doesn't want it, let me know. Let me know. Trust me, I can help support other ladies. They get it and they appreciate it. No drama, no spot. It's that easy, but I can move on. My hope for the future is that JB can understand and learn to separate the two. I have faith. Let me see if this is. And this right here is Reesh retweeting it because this is her tweet right here at the top, at the bottom, saying, no drama, no spot, her own words. She will lie about anything to secure the bag. Mic drop. Let them know, Reesh. And then Reesh also says, because she had to delete one of her tweets, I guess, because Mia had responded to that. Reesh says, also, this is pure narcissism, as you can see. If she doesn't want it, I can help someone else. Girl, you call defamation of character help? LOL. Y'all are not smart. Y'all are very dense. This is her responding to people who are writing for Mia. Mia is only trying to secure her own spot for the next season, not Jacqueline's. What you are reading is a form of gaslighting, obviously. And then she writes, had to delete my tweets upon request, but you'll get the picture. Also, oh, that is the last one that she posted. And then here is Mia. I'm on a spiritual healing journey. I'm not perfect. I'm deeply wounded. Although I can't deny that God has truly blessed me, my family, and my friends. I may fall short at times, but I'm woman enough to take accountability for my actions. Peace and blessings. First, I'm sorry for repeating what I heard without discussing the alleged with the person directly. I have so much love for my family and friends. It pains me to know I call so much off-camera drama. Brotherhood is bond. While G needs more time to process, I want to publicly apologize for spreading a rumor. It's rude and not very nice of me. Second, I want to publicly apologize to my bestie, my sister, and my ace. I'm sorry I was not able to give you the emotional support you needed while embarking on a new chapter of my life. I'm sorry I was nasty and rude and didn't find more patience. I know we may never be okay, but no, I want the world for you. Yikes. Then Peter hops on his Instagram. Now before I could get the other video, he deleted it, but he responded to Mia and G, and he was just basically saying, especially G's video, he was just like, I was not saying that I did not know you guys. I was saying that I did not know Wendy and the rest of the ladies like that. And that's what I was responding to and, basically talking about their friendship. But then he deleted it and he posted this.
It's good when you have friends that could check you. I got checked. I took down the last video because I was a little bit angry. But I'm okay now. All I'm saying is that I cannot wait to see the video that Mia Thornton is going to produce of me and Dr. Wendy Osofa, CNN analyst, professor at Johns Hopkins, getting it on. And I apologize, Wendy, because you and I both know that nothing like that exists. And I shouldn't buy into this reality game. But it just hurt when grown people throw other grown people name around with no, what you guys call it, receipts, no proof. And especially when you know damn well that didn't happen. but you want to do a clapback video talking about everything but checking your wife. That ain't cool. Okay. You can play the game without lying if you're really good at the game. I did it for several years. Try doing it like that.
Girl. And then he posted this one. Guys, because I was already running late trying to get some additional tea, I just downloaded this video. I don't know what he's going to say. So we're going to figure this out together.
Good morning, social media world. It's been a rough 48 hours. But I want to take the time to apologize to all the people out there that think that I did something that I didn't do. I'm apologizing anyway. I'm not going to take the low road. I'm going to take the high road. I got 7 beautiful sisters. I got probably around 15 beautiful nieces, 2 beautiful daughters, my 87-year-old mom, okay? And I want y'all to know that the picture that was painted is not who I am. And that's why I took the risk of going in front of 12 jewelers to make sure that I was vindicated, and I was. With that said, I am so pro-black woman, it's crazy. The people that run my business are all black women, okay? That's where my comfort zone lied. And I wish the young lady the best, and I hope that lessons was learned across the board from all of this. The next thing I'm going to address is the Potomac housewife situation. Mia, someone that I know from Charlotte, and her husband is on that show. I taped twice for them, and it seems like me taping twice, 15 minutes of my time, turned out to be a whole season that they've been using my name every week, my name. It's crazy. All right, if y'all watch the show, y'all know what I'm talking about. On the reunion, someone sent me the clip saying that Mia's pointing finger at me, said that I slept with Dr. Asofo, Wendy, which I only met 3 times in my entire life. First time, we were talking about a scene we want to do about her doing a Nigerian restaurant. We did the scene. She came and ate. She loved the food, and I videotaped and I put it on my social media. Second time, we did the scene. Third time, she did the scene in Miami. I don't really know that lady. I've never hung out with any of the girls from Potomac Housewife. Don't know any of them on a personal level. I've seen them around, and I'm extremely respectful, as so are they. All right, so when you point the finger and said, I slept with someone, and you got proof, video proof, that I slept with a married woman that's highly revered. She's an analyst on CNN, and she's a doctor at Johns Hopkins University. You know what I'm saying? A doctor's degree. That's some hurtful stuff. And that's some stuff that we have to be mindful when we play this reality game, that we can't do that to people. I barked back because I was offended. Because the people that were saying it know for a fact that that didn't happen. So I don't know why they were saying that and think that people are not going to be hurt by it. And yes, I want all the fans that on my page, 85% are women. Okay, my business is supported mostly by women, to know that I'm not that type of guy. Okay, never was, never will be. All right, and it's all a lie. Okay, and I can't even understand why a husband choose to come and beat me down instead of correct his wife, when he know also that's a lie. But that's their shit that they got to go through. Check this out. The reunion show's coming up. Tune in, because all lies are exposed on Bravo. Peace.
What does that mean? It was already filmed. What is happening? happening? Oh my goodness. So I was starring all of y'all comments while this was happening. Because I didn't know what he was going to say. So let me get the last couple of comments. And then we'll go from there. There might be some more coming after this, but right now this is what I was pointing out when the video was playing. Excuse me. Just Jonda said, Mia sold out Jacqueline for a check. I honestly think Mia has been going hard out of desperation. She knew they were losing that money. They knew it was coming. I know people who know their people. Ooh, I happen to agree with you, Just Jonda. I happen to agree with you. This is the thing. What Mia is doing is what every housewife does, what anybody on reality TV does, right? Unfortunately, she was very sloppy about it, and she did it with someone who was not aware of what she was doing. If Mia and Jacqueline planned this, their relationship would be fine. But Jacqueline came on the show knowing, like, we all knew that Mia was trying to get her on the show, right? So she came on the show as a friend of, supporting her friend. So anything that Mia said, Jacqueline would, go along with it or not really speak on it. Like, I don't believe that she slept with G, but when she was asked that, or when Mia like alluded to it, Jacqueline was like, you know what I mean? Like, she caught off guard, but still supporting her friend. I think if Mia would have just made one adjustment, and the adjustment is informing your friend that you're going to pick a fight with her so that you could get some screen time and make her a more important character on the show, I think that would have been fine, because everybody does it on these shows. But you didn't tell her. You defamed her. She's breaking down, crying. You didn't even, when you guys were all on that trip to Mexico, I believe, when she started breaking down, crying, we said that she was sleeping with people's husbands. That would have been the time for you to go into her room after everybody packed up, after the production packed up, filming. That would have been the time for you to go in her room and say, hey, I'm sorry. I was just doing that because I want you to come on next season. I want us both to get this money. Like, why didn't you tell her that this is what you were doing? And because you did not tell her, I'm more or less inclined to believe Jacqueline's niece, that you were just doing whatever and using whoever to earn your spot. I don't feel like you were trying to earn a spot for the both of you at this point. I think you were probably acting out of desperation because what is happening with you financially, but you threw somebody on the bus who had your back through and through, and still kind of had your back at the reunion from the preview that I watched. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because all you had to do was involve her in on this con and you would have been fine. Yasmin said, Mia is unhinged. She lies to no regard, then randomly apologizes and think that that'll make everything okay. Then doubles down on the original point, right? Remember when she was doing all of that apologizing on Twitter when we saw the episode of her assaulting Wendy? Then we get to the reunion and she's just bitter and nasty, and all of a sudden is no longer remorseful. Girl, what are you doing? You don't know how to work this reality TV show thing. And you actually could have been great, but you are just so sloppy. Some people said, does Peter not have a job? Tracy said he deleted because Peter told us Mia and G are negotiating contracts with Bravo. Smart. Because I didn't see a need for Mia to come back, especially after she assaulted Wendy, because I feel like her aggression is intensifying. Like, she's getting more and more physically violent. And it's just, especially with everything that's happening to her now, who knows what she's going to do to the next person that sets her off. I'm very concerned about the cast members. I hope y'all can duck and dodge, because y'all going to be knucking and bucking next season, especially with a stressed out Mia. Baby, watch out. But with everything that she's going through now with G, it gives her a storyline. No shade, but Bravo loves a housewife who is crumbling financially. They love it because she'll be desperate for the check. IA said Mia is tiring and Jacqueline's hands are not clean. Yeah, I agree. Missy said these people have a lot of time on their hands to be business owners and CEOs. That's the same thing I said. I'm like, how do y'all have the time? How do y'all have the time? Peter, stay in his bed doing these, as Sippy Simone said, press conferences. Baka with 3 Olives said, Peter is reading. He is. Sebastian said, now why? Oh, thank you for the super chat, Sebastian. Sebastian said, now why is Patricia smoldering into the camera like this? Sir, is this a denial or an advertisement, LOL? Because let's be real, he's always in women's business, but he's fine. Like, we're not going to lie. We're not going to lie. Like, he could bag me. Simply Simone said, I'm tired of these home press conferences. Very true. Just Jonathan said, G has been a successful businessman for a long time. His board didn't just lock him and me out of the money out of the blue. This mess has been brewing for a minute. I'm telling you, I feel like it's embezzlement. The only time I agree with Giselle is on this one, because I honestly think that they made the housewife mistake that so many people do when they come on this show, is you start borrowing money from places that you shouldn't borrow from so that you can look a lot richer than you are, or flex a bit more on the show, and hoping nobody, the business or whatever, the board sees that you have taken the money out because you plan on putting it back. And I think they took out some money and somebody saw it. Somebody on the board saw it. And then they started probably looking at all the other things that they were doing and was just like, yeah, we got to lock you out of this money because you're being careless. You're being careless. Some people said those 7 sisters explain so much. Tiffany says Peter needs to stay off all social media platforms for now. Sippy Simone said, I have all Black female employees. Okay, and it was giving, I have Black friends. Like, how can I be racist? I have Black friends. How can I drunkenly choke out a woman? I have 7 Black sisters and women and Black women employees. That don't mean nothing. That does not mean anything. It's Simone said, it's the I'm so pro Black woman, Patricia, stop it. Just John just said, Peter is constantly in women's business. I feel like we need to treat him like Tia_your treated Walter. Bye, Peter. His thirst for being a housewife is exhausting. Facts on facts. But he loves the attention. He loves the attention. Aye said Penelope is so messy. He and Joe Gorga need to pitch a show to Bravo so they can get the fame they're so thirsty for. That will actually be genius. Tony said, well, at least he's respectful to Wendy. I'm glad that he cleared that up. I'm glad. I honestly would not expect him to clear it up because it doesn't make him look bad. And I mean, you know what I mean? As much as it would affect her, it doesn't seem like it would be that much of it, had that much of an effect on him, but I'm glad he cleared it up. Yasmin said, I can't stand Peter, but I'm glad he's being very adamant on defending his point, saying, because this rumor doesn't just damage his reputation, it damages Wendy's reputation. Agreed. And then Miss Brown Sugar said, this is a long A update. I'm glad he was respectful about clearing up basic facts, but we don't need the extra. It's only giving more fodder to decipher. True. Deborah said, since he said he contacted True Productions, that he was upset they may have given him the heads up on the last episode. Oh, I never even thought about it like that. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you so much. The Haitian Empress said she was trying to craft that triple storyline, then came out revealing that her husband may be impotent. Yes! I'm like, why would you tell us that? I mean, they kept trying to clarify the story on camera, and G for geriatric was oblivious. Yeah. Like, why would you tell us that? None of us knew that. None of us knew that. Some people said me and Jacqueline seem like they've always used each other. I told you, they give me good time girls. Good time girls who friendships only form. This friendship only formed by you both looking like baddies and scamming men. That's what y'all give me, because those friendships are never really friendships. Yasmin said, I think Mia knew that she was going to go too far and Jacqueline wasn't going to go along with it. Probably, but still, like, you can't get mad at her then and her family for sticking up for her when you have humiliated her on camera for your own gain. The Haitian Empress said, well, isn't that the Giselle approach? Go hard during the season, then apologize at the reunion. Yeah, but you got to let people in on the storyline if you want to still remain besties with them. I don't think they will because Mia has a storyline, but I think they might keep Jacqueline. But because I don't think that Mia is beefing with anybody this season, I don't see a reason for her to stay around. It's Latasha said, y'all know business owners and managers don't do the actual work. That's what the employees are for. But I mean, he has been very unbusy for the past couple of, like, damn near this whole season, if we're talking real. Like, don't you got a bunch of businesses all over the globe? What's going on? Marvina said they better learn an MMA fight and shouldn't have to. They are ladies, please. But Mia, her aggression, her violence increases every season. The Haitian Empress said, doesn't Jacqueline owe Wendy an apology? Wasn't she supporting her friend after the assault like a guard dog? Yep. This further bothers me when Wendy was consoling her in Mexico. Respect yourself. Candiace too. Both taking up for Jacqueline, who was disrespectful to them, over Mia, who threw her under the bus as soon as she could. True, Just Jonda. Housewives is becoming synonymous with scammers. Very true. Very, very true. Me too. I watch it too. Just Jonda said, Miss Brown Sugar, Mia needs to shut up, but she won't. Talking about their ongoing business manners is a big no-no. She is not smart. This is the thing. Mia's a terrible liar, right? Because she lies, but she doesn't remember the lie that she told. So she tells another lie while exposing herself to try to keep up with the first lie. It's a mess. It's a mess. Just Jonda said, I would never tell people that my husband was impotent unless I hated him. For a man, putting that info in the street is a fate worse than death. Yikes. Deborah said, I bet Ray was laughing to himself when Mia spilled the beans about cheese. Probably. Oh, do Ray even know where he at? Can we be real? JG said, sadly, I wouldn't put it past Peter telling Mia that about Wendy for cam time. I was thinking that too, JG. I was like, you're messy enough to allude to something like that. Because although Mia is a liar, I don't think that she would just throw that out. I think that Peter probably says something like, I could have bagged her last night. You know what I mean? I could have had her. She was giving me the eyes, something like that. And Wendy, of course, over elaborated. Yasmin said that Jacqueline's sister said that her and Mia were not speaking when Mia was out there turning tricks. Side note, Mia tried to get Jacqueline fired from her real job after she posted that DV video of Jack. What video she posted her? What video? Oh, this is true though. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that shows her disdain for her. She's so jealous. I'm telling you, women who scam to get what other women have, just worked in a different way to get, hate them for it. Because you hate the fact that you had to sleep with somebody, an older man that you were not attracted to and did not love and did not want, to attain the life that Wendy has. And all she did was go to school and fall in love with someone who loves her back. You hate that. But why? You're at the same place. Get mad at yourself for making that decision. Don't get mad at Wendy. Sup people said Wendy and Candiace probably got some extra info out of her being nice after Mia hurt her feelings. Probably. Naturally Mars said just before the season started, she posted the video. Oh, I didn't see that. Because I don't follow anybody. Guys, this is the most I've ever talked about these people outside of their shows. I just watch the show, do the review, and when that season is over, I review something else. The only reason why I'm talking about this is because all of this stuff is happening and this show is still on. It's too much. It's too much. Speaking of too much, let's move on to Tom and Ariana. I am so disappointed. This is Tom Sandoval and Ariana Maddox from Vanderpump Rules. Tom Sandoval and Ariana Maddox call it quits. Allegations he cheated with co-star Raquel Leviss, I believe. Vanderpump Rules star Tom Sandoval and Ariana Maddox are no more. A revelation that is sure to shock the show's cast, as he allegedly cheated with Raquel Leviss. Show source tells us that Ariana found out about the alleged cheating in the last couple of days and ended things with Tom shortly thereafter. We're told producers got word of what went down and made the decision to fire up the cameras with the entire cast to document the fallout in the coming days. Oh, we're back to reviewing Vanderpump Rules. And the hope is they'll be able to get it in this season currently airing. Ciao. What's interesting is Ariana was with Tom as recently as Wednesday to celebrate the release of his new single and perform with his band. However, sources close to Tom tell us the two have been on the outs for some time now. In the promo for season 10 of Vanderpump Rules, it was suggested that Tom and Ariana were in an open relationship. But Ariana later shut that down, tweeting, "We don't have an open relationship. I'm really not that cool." Thought that was obvious. Bisexual does not equal polyamorous. However, it's been a storyline this season that Raquel has wanted to hook up with the show's other Tom Schwartz. The two made out at Sheena Shay's wedding. I gotta start watching this show again. Tom and Ariana first got together back in 2013 when she joined the show as a full-time cast member. Neither Tom nor Ariana addressed the split or what led up to it publicly, though Ariana deleted her Instagram account. Oh, no! I hate the devil. This is so upsetting. This is so upsetting. I thought if anybody was going to work, it was going to be them. I knew Tom and that other, what's his wife with them aggressive eyebrows? Is it Katie? Kate or Kate? I knew they were not going to work out. They were fighting when they were just dating. I knew they were not going to work out, but I thought that Tom and Ariana were going to work. I got to watch this season. Lord, this is a shame. I love this couple. Guys, I'm telling you, at this event, it was not like they were doing this so that people could, see them. They were just a regular married couple and they look so happy. Insane. And I'm so disappointed. Tom, I am mad at you. I am mad at you. This better not be true. But we're going to find out now. A mess. That's why child, the reality to you is something else. Something else. Let me get y'all comments. Oh no, you think so, Jess Shonda? Tom and Ariana needed to break up forever ago. Really? It's a mess, but they were doing that when they were younger. I'm like, y'all too old now. Just Jonathan said Tom needs to go with his actual true love, Tom Schwartz. Naturally, Mara said, "Oh Lord, they love swapping body fluids on that show." It was just so messy and just, I couldn't take it. I could not take it. They got on my nerves. And then the way they did Faith, I was done with them, but looks like I gotta be back. I gotta be back. Just Jonda also said, now that Jax isn't around to sleep with everybody, they all got to sleep with one another. It's a mess. It's a mess. Mr. Rogers Neighborhood Watch, what's up? Said, I think Michael needs a retraction because Somalia is still an extremely conservative Muslim culture. It messes things up for him there or makes him a target to radicals. Yasmin said, won't be nothing. Yasmin said, Raquel loves getting with somebody else's man. She was with Garcelle's married. She is the one that broke. Oh, I gotta watch this show. I have to watch this show. Wow. I gotta, child. Let me see if they're on DVR. Breezy with the Fro said, I don't know these people. Thought y'all were talking about Tom Holland and Ariana Grande. No, absolutely not. Oh, he would be. Some people said if Jax were there, he would be stirring this up. He would be, but these become so problematic, even more problematic now that he's not on the show. I don't see them renewing his contract. I don't see them renewing his contract. He has just become so problematic. Miss Brown said, I think Ariana will be better off single. Yes, she loves Sandoval, but they were already growing in different directions. I love that couple. Nikki B said, no lie, Vanderpump Rules used to be lit. Remember when Stassi slapped Kristen? And it was not just a slap, it was a backhand. Kristen's hit. I said, absolutely not. And Kristen just sat up and just looked at her. And then became her best friend right after that. Girl, absolutely not. She was like, I want to be besties again. You cannot put your hands on me and we be best friends. You also can't sleep with my man and we'll be besties ever again. But that was just so insane. That's what put that show on the map. Stassi was getting a drink and was just like, bow. We could not be friends after that. Like, there's no way. No way. That head pop was like, that was back in the day when Bravo used to show the fights. Remember when Bravo used to show people actually putting paws on each other? Ciao. OMG. And Nikki B said, why does Tom Sandoval have that corn with the P mustache? Oh, it's even awful. It's worse in person. It's terrible. I don't know what he's doing. It doesn't work for him. It doesn't work with him. It worked for him at all. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood said, I got this one. I'm going to get one more, and then we're going to move into our last topic. Ciao. Just Jonathan said, Vanderpump Rules has so much cheap plastic surgery. I'm pro surgery, but for Pete's sakes, these girls are going to a chop shop. Well, I think because a lot of them are influencers, they get stuff for free. So when it's free, you just do every and anything. Cameron said, yep, I forgot that Raquel was messing with Garcelle's son while he was with his baby mama. Do we see that on the show? Did that happen yet? Let me know. Let me know. Oh, it's coming up next week. So I got to catch up on the show this weekend, and then we're going to start reviewing Vanderpump Rules. Child, like, did not even look in her direction. She was like, bow. Kristen, to this day, I do not understand why you did not get your lick back. I would have been got my lick back. If not in that moment, at the reunion, baby. We're getting close to 2 hours, so let's wrap this up. I want to talk about the information I was getting at the very last minute. So, baby, y'all know I went up for my girl Danielle on the Real Housewives of New Jersey. But we got to pack up the parade. We got to pack up the parade because, baby, there has been some alleged tea released about her. And the only reason why I'm talking about this is because I knew this was going to happen. I didn't think it would happen this fast, but I knew. So the podcast, I believe it's called WeGo. I've never heard it. I've never pronounced it. So I'm just going to say WeGo podcast posted Danielle's Twitter. And this was back when Philando Castile was shot to death by that completely unstable police officer. You know, like when that happens all the time, the nation is divided by dummies and devils. So, she was very vocal on Twitter about her thoughts about Philando Castile and his murdering and the police officers. And she also made some comments about Philando Castile's girlfriend. So this is from We Go podcast, I believe. Let's talk about it. This is from the We Go podcast, their Instagram. You guys probably can't see it because that picture is so small, but I'll read it here. So Danielle is in a Twitter war with user Miss CCB, So Fierce. No, I'm sorry. This was on So Fierce's Twitter, but this is screenshots from Danielle's Facebook. So Fierce said, "Faces of Racists, say hi to racist Danielle Cabral. Hashtag Black Twitter. We all know that you really equal you people." And so this is what So Fierce. Oh, wait a minute. So, okay, back it up. So So Fierce, I guess, was in a debate with Danielle on Facebook with Danielle Cabral. So Fierce was going back and forth about the murder of Philando Castile. And then So Fierce brought this to Twitter in 2016. I guess somebody searched Danielle's name on Twitter and found it and retweeted it. And here is Danielle's Facebook back and forth with So Fierce. Says, "But people don't hear you though. Not one time in any instance I've seen do they ever stop to administer medical aid or hell, even call the damn ambulance. You sit there with your gun pointed as this man's daughter literally watches her father die before her eyes. Murder, point blank, period." Then Danielle says her picture's in this whole thing and everything, her whole name and her picture. So Danielle, you can't deny this. Danielle says, "Funny. The cop showed more emotion than the girlfriend." Oh, right. The concerned girlfriend who, instead of caring or talking to her dying boyfriend, would rather film herself. It's people like you who contributed to the death of those officers. Hashtag shut the F up. And it's a wrap. This is the thing. I loved her on the show. I still love her performance on the show. I did absolutely believe that she was the future of Jersey. I thought that she would have been smarter to clean up her Facebook or to right her wrongs with people before she came on the show. But even if she did clean up her Facebook, Homegirl took screenshots from her interaction with her in 2016 and posted it on Twitter with her full name and picture. So how the hell was she going to get this receipt? Yikes. I don't know if this will get her off the show. I will say the more that this is talked about, it will probably become a problem for Bravo, because we got to be real here. Jenny, although she had more on her Facebook, she was let go for pretty much the same thing. But Jenny just had a lot more stuff that was very explicit to Black people. We absolutely know the you people that Danielle is speaking about, but it's she hasn't said anything Black, right? She hasn't said any, like, posted memes about Black people and Black children killing white people. So Jenny was let go swiftly because of that. But I will say, Danielle, if you haven't cleaned up your Facebook yet, girl, because now everybody gonna be looking. And I just feel like this is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I don't know if she'll be able to beat this one. And the thing about it is, I'm kind of chill about it, because I have to be real with you. Danielle is a white woman. an Italian American woman from Staten Island, I would be shocked if she didn't have these views. Absolutely shocked. I would be absolutely shocked if we saw a Kamala Harris poster in her home. Right? I would absolutely be shocked if she didn't have a watch party for January 6th. But when you watch these housewife shows, we all like to close that door and just see them for the wackadoodles that they are and enjoy. But I think every housewife fan knows exactly who these people are. We just hope that they're smart enough to not tell us or show us. So I don't know. I don't know, Danielle. You might not be able to beat this one. First comment I see, Greta. That's very Staten Island of her. That's the culture. That's the culture. Give Me Shelter said, you'll have to throw away the whole cast of The Real Housewives of New Jersey or move the show to, did you say South Jersey? I think they're already in. Are they? Oh, no, they're not in South Jersey. To South Jersey. Oh, it'll be worse. It'll be worse in South Jersey. They won't censor themselves if they go to South Jersey. Are you kidding me? I will say this. This is why, and a few of y'all got me together when I was like, I do not want a Black person on The Real Housewives of New Jersey. I do not want a Black woman in that environment. From what I know, I don't want a Black woman in that environment because I know that she will be filming with people like Danielle. I do not think that Danielle is the only person on The Real Housewives of New Jersey who thinks like that or has these kind of views. I would be shocked if they all don't agree with her. I would be shocked. If this gets bigger, it absolutely is. It absolutely is. Yeah, they're just smart enough to not allow the masses to see it. But she's new to the show, and this was her in 2016. And I'm telling you, Facebook got a lot of people in trouble. That Facebook, y'all, I'm telling you, as soon as you get a casting call for any housewife show, delete your freaking Facebook. To hell with remembering people's birthdays. You're just going to have to go back to the old school way of remembering birthdays. Delete your Facebook. It will get you canned every time. Every time. Always. The CC So Fierce put her whole name on there and hashtagged it. So if you search her name, it comes up. I wonder what CC So Fierce is doing today. I wonder. Let's see if CC is just like, finally, or is she no longer on Twitter? Let's see if she's still on Twitter. No, I can't find her. But baby, if she was still on, because she was fighting with her on Facebook and brought it to Twitter. So she knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing at Miss_CC_B. All right. At Miss_CC_B. Yeah, can't find her. Cannot find CC So Fierce. But girl, this is your time to come back. This is your time to come back. Because I need to see more of that conversation. I need to see what else Danielle said for you to respond to her that way. She said something else. Child. When will they learn? When will they learn? Oh, okay. Give Me Shelter said Wago is what else is going on with Taria Faison. Oh, that's cute. Oh, okay. So you guys listen to her. She's credible, right? I think so. I mean, from what I've seen on her Instagram, This does not look like anything that's fabricated. Miss Brown Sugar said, Danielle is from Staten Island. We can't be surprised. Can still be pissed, but not surprised. Yeah, I was hoping that she would get a bit more scenes before this came out. And I feel like nobody is safe. I think the only person who would be smart enough not to have any mess on their Facebook is Jen Fessler. But I feel like I forget her name. I'm sorry, but she gives me a Whoville character. The Whoville girl, I feel like she got some stuff too. Her and that husband. Deborah said Taria's from the podcast is always on it. WAGO stands for what else is going on. She said she adopted it from Cynthia Bailey. I love that. Aye said, well, thanks for the laughs, Danielle. You can collect your last check on the way out. Yep. Give Me Shelter said, you'll have to throw away the whole cast. I got that one. Love Like You Are said, Danielle about to go on an apology tour. Quite possibly. But then, this is the thing. She's in a pickle. Because if she addresses it, then I think that people who were fighting with her back then or who were still fighting with her over everything, she probably had stuff, more recent. I think people are going to find those things and post them. Aye said, poor Teresa, now she needs to work another one more season. One more season. She thought she was getting out. She thought that she was getting out. Vicky DC said, hey, Star Fam, replay gang. March Madness hit these people hard. It sure did. It sure did. It sure did. Miss Brown Sugar said it's probably late for scrubbing those accounts. People have been caching social media sites for years now, especially Hot Topics. Oh, wow. Wow. Love Like You Are said Danielle and the rest of the Jersey cast were all probably at the same January 6th watch party. Probably. Deborah said Danielle needs to worry about that sister-in-law and just how pissed she is with her. She might not have anything on Melissa. Listen, will we watch her long enough to find that out? We will see. Only time will tell. Okay, you guys love her. I'll check her out. I will check her out. Give Me Shelter said Taria Faison is from southern New Jersey at NikkiStar TV. I think Gloucester County. Okay. So Philly. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. We're over the 2-hour mark. I got to put timestamps in this video. Let me get out of here. Please like the video. Thank you so much for joining me, Star Fam. If anything happens during the weekend, I will try to hop on here to talk about it. I'm hoping that these Bravo people will give me a break until Monday at least. At least. I have other shows to watch and worry about. Thank you all for joining me. Please make sure you like the video, subscribe and share if you care. And I will see you probably later on tonight for Love the Lockup. I'm trying to get East Coast feed, so keep me in your prayers. All right, fam. Love you. Bye. What a day.